Hi, welcome to this presentation in which we'll be looking at the development of a library management system. This system was developed by applying concepts of object-oriented programming. The first thing we are going to see is um, the source code of the different classes and how the classes and the methods relate with each other for the overall function of the software. So in developing this project, the first thing that was done was to define two global attributes, a user collection and a book collection. The user collection was defined to store the different users within the library, and the book collection was defined to store the books within the library. And the first class called class books was defined, and this class book consisted of 7 different attributes, start ranging from the book ID right up to a book publication date. Different methods such as a set book ID right up to set book publication dates were defined to receive the different attributes from a user, and different methods such as get book ID, get book title, right up to get book publication date were also defined to return each of these attributes to the class each time it was called. The next class was the book list class, and this class inherited the attributes and methods of the books class. And the first method within this class was to add values in a dictionary, and this method enabled had the functionality to add um, the different um, books in the dictionary. The store collection method was a method which provides is a method which provides the functionality to store the different object or the different instances created from the book list class, um, and return those instances to the the book collection dictionary. The next method was the search collection method. This method enables a user to search a book within the library by providing the title of that book. The next method was the remove collection method, which enable a user to remove a book from a library by providing the title of that book. The next method was to get the total number of books that were present within the library. And the next class was the users class. This class had 8 different attributes, starting from a user's username, the first name, the surname, right up to the date of birth. And the first method was the create user method. This method enables a user to enter the username, the first name, or right up to the date of birth. And different methods such as return username right up to return date of birth were defined to return each of these attributes to the class each time it was called. Other methods that were defined within this class include the edit username method, the edit surname method, right up to edit the date of birth methods. The next class was the user list class. This class inherited the attributes and methods of the users class and had the following methods: the add value in a list method, the store collection method, remove user method, in which a user can be removed from the user list just by providing the user's first name, and the store count the number of users, which provided functionality to get the total number of users within the user list. And user details was a method which which will enable a user to get details, which enables a user which enables us to get details of a user by providing the username of that user. And then the last class was the loan class. This class inherited the different methods and attributes of the user's class and had the following methods. A method to borrow a book by providing a book name and the username of the borrower. The next method was to return a book, a method which enables a user to return a book by providing the name of the book and his or her username. And the other method was a method to count the number of books that the user has borrowed by providing a user's username. And the last method was to get details of a user who borrows the book by providing the name of that book. The next section was the to code the menu of a menu or um, a user interface that is going to run the program. And we started by welcoming a user to the library and providing different options from which a user can choose from for the desired action. So I'm going to actually run the program as a user to see how it actually works or how the user interface works. So if I run the program, now we are welcome to the library and we provided with different options, or we are asked to read the instructions carefully and provided with different options from which we can choose from for our desired action. So let's choose number one, to add some books to the library. So if I choose one to update, because one provides us the options to update books in the library. So if I choose one, it asks me to enter the title of a book. Let's say I want to, the book is Jacob Tech View. Jacob Tech View. The author, let's say the author is Edison. The publication year, let's say it was published in 2019. The publisher name, let's say it was published by JTI. The number of copies that are available, let's say there are 5 of them. The book publication date, let's say it was published on the 12th of 07 2019. The program asks us, do you want to proceed? You press yes to do that, or no to exit. Let's press yes that we want to proceed. It asks us again, what do we want to do? Let's add another book to the library. So I press 1 for that because 1 provides that functionality. So I want to enter the title of the book, so I press yes. I enter the title of the book, which I can call class. It can be your own title. The author, let's say the author of this book is Jessica. Let's say it was in 2020 that the book was published. The name, let's say, is still published by JTI. The number of copies available, let's say there are 4 of them. The publication date, let's say this book was published on the 15/06/2020. We press yes. We still want to proceed. Yes, we still want to proceed. And now what do we want to do? We want to add some users to the library. So 6 provides us with that functionality. So I press 6. It asks us to enter the username of the user we want to enter. Let's say the username is Edison Acha A, and the first name, let's say the first name is Edison. The surname, let's say the surname is Acha. The house number, let's say the house number is 14. The street name, let's say Edison lives at Bamenda 2. The postcode, let's say is 0162. The email address, let's say the email address is Edison Acha gmail.com. And Edison's date of birth, let's say Edison was born on the 25th of July 1989. Okay, we press yes. We still want to proceed, and let's say we want to add another user to our library. So 6 is the option for that, and we enter the user's username. So it's, let's say the user's username is Nasan. The first name, let's say the first name is Akwi. The last name, let's say the last name is Nasan. The house number, let's say the house number is 26. The street name, let's say Akwi lives at Gonimbai 4. The postcode, let's say the postcode is 1741. The email address, let's say Akwi's email address is akwinasan at gmail.com. Let's say Akwi's date of birth is 4th of April 09 1999. Okay, we still want to proceed. Now, what do we want to do? We want to count the number of books that are in the library. 5 provides us with that functionality. So if I press 5, what does it say? No, we want 5 provides us with the functionality to see details of all the books in the library. So these are the details of all the books we have entered within the library. So Jacob Tech view and all its details, house and all its details. So yes, I still want to proceed. Let's now count the number of books that are in the library. Which of these options 4 provide us with that functionality? So there are 2 books that are in the library, and we still want to proceed. Now let's say we want to see the user details in the library. User details 10 provide us with that functionality. So these are the users that we've entered in the library. So Edison is the username is Edison for Edison Acha A for Edison, and for Akwinasan this is the username and the details. Let's say we still want to proceed, and what other option? Let's check the number of users that are in the library. Which of these options provides that functionality? 9. So 9 provides that functionality. So it tells us that there are 2 users that are in the library. Now let's borrow a book from the library. I press yes. Which of these options provide that? Let's say 11 provides. Let's borrow a book from the library. Now we've been prompted to enter the name of the book we want to borrow. Let's say we want to borrow Jacob Tech view. You need to provide your username. The username is, let's say I'm the one who is borrowing the book, Edison Acha A. Now we've been told that the book has been issued at your name. Now we still want to proceed. Let's say we want to return the book we borrowed. So 12 provides us with that functionality, and then you enter the name of the book you want to return. Let's say we return Jacob Tech view. You provide your username. Now the book has been returned by you. It shows that the book has been returned by you. Now other functionalities within this library include searching for book details, removing a users from the library, finding how many books a user has borrowed, and finding a user's details just by entering the name of the user. Let's say at this point we want to exit. We want to press no to exit the program. Let's say I press no. Now it tells us that thanks for visiting the library management system and have a nice day.